Alright people, today's video is new springs on the work trailer because they are in lousy shape. Looks like we're going to have to jack up the front here a little bit. But yeah, they're in not so good. So the trailer will be 3 years old in August. And we gotta jack up the front. Or what we can do is just take the jack, pop the axle up a little bit. So we might do that, we'll see. But springs are really dragging in the back. We're running the cheaper tires for the cooler months right now. We went ahead and adjusted the brakes here recently. So since it's slower, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of the springs too. So I was going to see here, I'm curious how we can make it look like a maybe a NASCAR pit stop to a degree. So let's give it a go, Kelly. That one's not a good idea, since it's not fair. I guess we should jack it up first. Might be a smart idea. Alright, let's get this one. This really gives you an idea how fast those NASCAR guns are. That's incredible. I've been rubbing a little bit there. Alright, so as we get more into it, I'll come back to you. Alright, so we got Lippert axles and brakes here. I think they're Dexter axles actually. So I'm just trying to preserve the axles. But yeah, I'm not sure what the issue is, if they're just worn out or what, but it's just really sagging, not riding right. So found a kit for springs for this could be wallowed out here too. We'll see as we kind of take it apart. But yeah. We got new U-bolt bolts and brackets. We got new of these, new this. Real professional terms, I know. I think what I'm going to do first actually is see if I can get these off. And I think that'll be easier if we kind of jack it up a little bit more so we can get to that with the impact. Seems like that might make life easier. So, see how we do. Found this kit by Libra on Amazon for $281 shipped. Brackets and U-bolts. We got, I forget what these are called actually. Got all the hardware, made in China. But those are the plastic liners, so we probably will go ahead and replace those. But it comes with all the, the actual weld-on brackets too. So I have extra parts left over, and these are our springs. So for 3,500 pound axle, $17.50. Let's do this. I think to help keep it lined up the best we can, we're going to go ahead and do one side at a time. Now I'll try to be careful as I watch this and just kind of, see, get an idea if there's any real major alignment points, and then just try to line it up the best I can. When I did this work on my yellow trailer, it seemed like it worked pretty good. I don't know if I don't remember replacing the springs. I think I just replaced some of the hardware, but I can't remember for sure. but I'm using an air ratchet, break it loose first. It seems to be helping, so we'll keep it posted. Alright, so let's show you what we've got. Thankfully, I'm glad I went ahead and bought the whole thing, just not the springs, because everything's slap worn out. I'm having to cut bolts off. So this kind of gives you an idea. It's just all worn out there. So we just went and cut the ends of bolts off. We're going to work on driving them out now. It's probably splined. So, but I just did this one. I'm not even going to worry about taking this stuff apart. We were able to get U-bolts off and all that. So we can just either save it, but I didn't even decide to waste time on these. So that should help things go pretty smoothly. And what I might go ahead and do is just kind of be smart and assemble some of that and put it right back up there the same way. We'll see. And obviously, we're going to use a lot of ANCs. So, making progress. A little bit slower than I wanted. But, when you're working with this type of stuff, and since it's not been done since the factory, what can you expect? Alright, we got the old setup off. Definitely some wear in areas. Kind of chewed up, so I didn't realize these were welded on, so you kind of had to cut it off anyway, so it worked out good. You can kind of see the eyelets just really worn here. That one might have been kind of sawed off, but anyway, so went ahead and prepped it like that. And so we'll only have 3 bolts to slide in and tighten, so let's get to the work. I'm excited. Alrighty, so got this side all buttoned up. You can see our spring tension here. Yeah, I think the springs is definitely the biggest thing here. I was looking at the other side, and there's quite the difference. And I think the key for seeing how the springs are stretched is kind of looking at our slop right here. See how that one's wallowed out there? But you see the different angles compared to the almost right angles on this side. Almost. See here and here? So you almost got right angles. So I think that's giving us an idea of how much spring tension has been lost with those old springs. So it's going to ride different. It's going to be better. And it's going to be huge, and it'll be better to have done right now in February compared to June and July. So cool. Alright, so for this side, what we're going to go ahead and do is just make it easy. We're going to run bolt cutter here, or the grinder there, and zip. Actually, probably on the other side, because that spline will get stuck. One or the other. If we need to do both, we'll do both. And just cut it right off. And then, yeah, we might do it on the other side of the spring, because I had trouble with this one. So we'll just cut those off from there. We're not even going to waste time with the trying to unbolt them. And we'll probably try breaking the backs loose, but I'm just trying to speed up the process a smidge. I was getting ready to do that first, but I guess we should go ahead and do the springs. Spring mounts there might be smart, so let's do that first. Alright, it's grind time. Let's get the gloves on, grinder go, and make some melt dust. As always, second side goes quicker than the first side. Once I'm putting it back together, I'll come back and show you what it looks like. I'm going to see if I can get a socket and get those bolts off the side there. And we'll go from there. But it's coming together well. Alright, there's right side spring. And this side went much faster. Doesn't look great. Now it's time to touch up some of the paint for that raw metal. Put the wheels back on. Get off the jack stands and we'll see how it looks. Stay tuned. Alrighty, so got the wheels back on. Looks pretty good. I'm just kind of curious about this linkage here, how it's kind of bound up. So I swapped to the correct size tires, and that didn't seem to mess with it. And these springs are shorter than the worn out ones, so I'm not sure why it's bound up like that. I'm gonna guess it just needs to be driven. So just to make sure we don't have any issues, we're gonna drive around real quick and see what it does. Just remedy that if we need to, but definitely sitting higher. So pretty sure that'll help with axle life as well. So let's give it a drive, see what it does. Alright, so I realized what I did now. I flubbed up with the install here. Might be able to easily fix it. We're going to find out. So what happened is that this spring is where it's supposed to be. This one looped down. This portion right here, the spring, needs to be up over here. That's what I did. So now I gotta figure out how to swap that. Doesn't ride terrible, but it's not working like it's supposed to be. So what was going so smooth has hit a roadblock, and now we gotta fix it. Oh joy. Alright, 13% left on the battery, and I'm excited to announce that by only jacking up the rear and jacking up both sides was I able to get the shackles flipped. So I went over to that side and jacked up here so it would fully extend over here, and then I came over to this side, popped this side up, and it flipped. Then I went back over this side, jacked up this shackle, as you see, and then both sides flipped. So now it should ride correctly. So that was nice, because after setting the splines, I was like, oh boy, I thought I was gonna have to cut stuff or take wheels off and move shackles and all that, and I'm like, oh no, I don't want to do that yet. So it should ride much better, and I think it'll even sit a little bit better too here. So that's a quick tip. I think you're still alive. Yep, you're still recording. Sorry, I know we got limited. It's like, no. All right, let's get this jack off. So that just saved me a bunch of time right there. Alright. One more pump. Need to get another jack. And if you price some of the yeah, much better looking. If you price the Harbor Freight ones, it's actually a little cheaper to go with, I forget what the red one is, but if you compare the two, I believe it's the red jack against the multicolor Daytona jacks. The red one, which I believe is $20, $30 cheaper, is exactly the same build, design. Just look at it side by side and it looks exactly the same. So I don't see any, real difference in that. So there's a quick jack buying tip for you. You'll know which one. The Daytona ones are cool, but I'll be going for that $20, $30 cheaper one. So let's get this on the ground so we can look at it. I'm pretty sure we got it fixed now. There we go. I messed that up there. Alright. Alrighty. Yep. They are sitting like they are supposed to now. I think they are. So, that should ride much better compared to what we had. I'm presuming. Yep. To give us the right articulation, and it helped out having this trailer back here to be able to just match it up with, which I should have done to start with, but I forgot. So there you go. So springs are above our center link. There we go. All right. Anything else weird comes up, I'll let you know. But for today, we are done with the spring swap. There's plenty of places you can do it. You can eTrailer.com. I just found this deal on Amazon. It seemed to be good enough. It definitely seems to be sitting about 2 inches higher. Because if I remember correctly, and I didn't take a picture, I'm sorry, what a terrible video. We were sitting right in the fender. So we'll give this a try, see how it goes. Alright, thanks for watching. Lawnmower maintenance trailer edition. We'll see how it goes. Maintenance before summer. Thanks for watching.